Okay, these are first images that we are getting to you of Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaching the Sangam Prayagraj. He greeted people who were there. Uttar Pradesh Minister Yogi Adityanath walking just a step behind the Prime Minister, and both of them, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, both very strong Sanatanis, both very strong in their faith, in their belief, in their ideology, and that reflects in taking this Mahakumbh altogether to a new level. And Nandita Pandeyji, this is our country reconnecting to our roots. That is the Uttar Pradesh government boat that is waiting to take Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the Triveni Sangam from the Arail Ghat. It's a short journey, but all along the ghats you will also see pilgrims. 15 kilometers of ghats have been specially made with sandbags, with cables and wires of nylon to ensure that people are able to take a holy dip without the fear, or because the flow of the Yamuna and the Ganga, especially near Sangam, is quite fast. Nandita Pandeyji, this is all about Rajashray to Dharma.
See, what is Sanatan Dharma? Let us understand that first. It is not a dharma as in religion. We don't consider ourselves as a religious sect. It is the philosophy of life. That means how you should lead your life. That is what Sanatan Dharma is all about. And your Honorable Prime Minister and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ji are also reflecting the same when they actually participating in it. Now, when we, as a Sanatan Dharma person, a follower, what we say always is Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramay, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Makshit Dukbhag Bhavet. That means that every sentient being in the entire world should be blessed, should be in peace, should be integrated with spiritual enlightenment and blessings and a peaceful way of life. And that is what the prayers are made for every day by a Sanatani. So that beautifully reflects we as a Sanatani integrate the environment along with our spiritual beliefs. It is not that a tree or a river or an animal is different than what we are. All our religious ceremonies that are there, like, we would go and do offer prayers to Akshay Vat, for example, in Prayag itself, and where we say that all the three Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are there. They had done their yajna there, and then they planted this tree that when there will be destruction of the world, this tree would save. And Bal Madhav Mukund, that is the small baby form of Lord Vishnu, resides on the leaves of this tree. And when we do darshan of this tree, that means that then we are expiated of our negative karmas and we move on to further into our spiritual soul path. And what is spiritual soul path? The spiritual soul path itself signifies a way of living where you live peacefully amongst all the chaos and mayhem, and you try to bring that auric energy that you have in you to others who are dissipated, who are not very happy in their own state. So Shanti, 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 that is what we always end up our prayers with. And
so Sanatan Dharma, as you very rightly point out, is our way of life, is our civilizational way of life. And Rajarshi Ranjan Nandi, when we look at the Prime Minister's itinerary from this point on, after taking a dip at Holy Sangam at the Triveni, he will then interact with the Mahamandaleshwars, the Mandaleshwars of the 13 Akhadas and several other saints and seers who are there. That also sends out a very significant message.
Indeed, it is fantastic actually to see the Prime Minister being so open about his faith, and this indeed is the biggest congregation of the Hindu faith. In a way, it's a festival of Hindu unity, if we put it in a very non-religious terminology. It's also interesting that he chooses this specific day among all the days, because today is we are right now in the middle of the Gupta Navaratri, where today is the Ashtami Tithi, which is specifically important for Devi Upasana. Whole Navaratri is important, but Ashtami is particularly important for Durga Upasana. And we are told, at least from the newspapers, that the Prime Minister himself is a huge devotee of the Divine Mother. So perhaps choosing this day to take a snan and then speak to the Mahamandaleshwars is something he might have planned it in a way so that it accentuates the spiritual environment. So that's fantastic to watch.
Right now, we are watching images of the Prime Minister in that Uttar Pradesh government boat reaching the Triveni Sangam. Of course, he's also going all along the Ghat. So when you go from Arail Ghat, which is on the other side of the Ganga River, on one side are all where the Akhadas are, where all the devotees come, where the Sangam nose is. The Prime Minister is not taking that side because that way devotees would be inconvenienced. He's gone to the other side. And when we talk about the Prime Minister's faith, listen in to what he said in the past.
साथियों, महाकुंभ हजारों वर्ष पहले से चली आ रही हमारे देश की सांस्कृतिक आध्यात्मिक यात्रा का पुण्य और जीवंत प्रतीक है। कुंभ के दौरान संतों के वाद में, संवाद में, शास्त्रार्थ में, शास्त्रार्थ के अंदर देश के सामने मौजूद अहम विषयों पर, देश के सामने मौजूद चुनौतियों पर व्यापक चर्चा होती है और फिर संत जन मिलकर राष्ट्र के विचारों को एक नई ऊर्जा देते थे, नई राह भी दिखाते थे। संत महात्माओं ने देश से जुड़े कई महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय कुंभ जैसे आयोजन स्थल पर ही लिए हैं। जब संचार के आधुनिक माध्यम नहीं थे, तब कुंभ जैसे आयोजनों ने बड़े सामाजिक परिवर्तनों का आधार तैयार किया था। कुंभ में संत और ज्ञानी लोग मिलकर समाज के सुख दुख की चर्चा करते थे, वर्तमान और भविष्य को लेकर चिंतन करते थे। आज भी कुंभ जैसे बड़े आयोजनों का महात्म्य वैसा ही है। ऐसे आयोजनों से देश के कोने कोने में समाज में सकारात्मक संदेश जाता है। कुंभ और धार्मिक यात्राओं का इतना महत्व होने के बावजूद पहले की सरकारों के समय इनके महात्म्य पर ध्यान नहीं दिया गया। श्रद्धालु ऐसे आयोजनों में कष्ट उठाते रहे, लेकिन तब की सरकारों को इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता था। इसकी वजह थी कि भारतीय संस्कृति से, भारत की आस्था से उनका लगाव नहीं था। लेकिन आज केंद्र और राज्य में भारत के प्रति आस्था, भारतीय संस्कृति को मान देने वाली सरकार है। इसलिए कुंभ में आने वाले श्रद्धालुओं के लिए सुविधाएं जुटाना डबल इंजन की सरकार अपना दायित्व समझती है।